Okay, guys, so Google bidding strategies and when to use them, right? Manual CPC, right? When you're still starting out, you have no conversion data. That's when you want to use manual CPC. The way to do that is you want to look at keyword planner. You want to look at, your average, CPC for the keyword you're planning on advertising. And then you want to set that around 25% higher than that. Again, it doesn't have to be that specific. It's just a range. And what you want to do is you want to modify your target CPC based on the ROI that you're expected to get from each keyword. So, for example, if a certain keyword means a lot more to you, and that it can generate a lot more revenue, you allocate higher CPC and so on. If a keyword is likely to convert, that's when you use that keyword with a higher target CPC, right? Okay, moving on, max clicks, right? Most cases you don't need to use max clicks. However, in case you want to drive just more traffic with cheap clicks, for example, a bestseller that is very likely to convert either way, that's when you want to run that. And we've ran that in the past with other campaigns with other bidding strategies, right? Now, target impression share. So that's mainly the type of campaigns, and it's used to protect your brand from your competitors. Make sure your impression share is going to you and not your competitors, right? And can be actually pretty profitable for branded campaigns in most cases, even more than target ROAS or target CPA, right? Moving on, max conversions, right? So max conversions is where the fun starts for me. Once you have the most minimum possible count data, that's when you want to launch max conversions. Why? Because that's massively leverage Google's algorithm to propel your performance to another level, right? The thing I've learned about Google is you can never outsmart the algorithm, so you want to use it to your advantage, right? And so when you want to use max algorithm, if your conversions are equal in value, meaning every conversion generates the same revenue for you, that's when you want to utilize that. That's often the case in lead gen. If you're running a lead gen campaign and each lead generates you the certain the same payout, that's when you want to use that. And you want to make sure to just set it to max conversions and not set a target CPA. That comes later, right? And so when you want to use that, once you have 30 to 50 conversions within the account, right? Now, a lot of people, stress on the importance of having, like I said, 30 to 50 conversions. What I'm noticing is in some cases, you're able to actually start that earlier. Depends on, the niche, and depends on whether it's a niche that's, pretty specific, or if it's something that's more, general, right? Again, max conversion values. That's absolutely huge, especially for ecom. And you use that when your conversions aren't equal, right? If you have one conversion that can generate 100 versus another that can generate $20, right? And so again, as in max conversions, you want to start with that before you set your TROAS, right? And again, you want to set that after around 30 to 50 conversions per account, right? Again, if you want to be more, careful with it, you can wait until 30 to 50 conversions per campaign, but per account is the minimum to get started, right? Finally, TCPA, right? So that's absolutely huge for lead gen. If you're running a lead gen campaign, you want to absolutely, decide on the target cost per acquisition that you're going for. And again, similarly, you want to set that at after 30 conversions per month. And what you want to do is you want to look at your 30-day average average CPA, and you want to set that to be conservative. You want to set that around 10 to 20% lower, and then you want to then the 30-day average, and then every 3 to 4 weeks, that's when you increase by 10 to 20%, right? And like I said, you increase or decrease that based on your 30-day performance. Make sure to not tamper with it. I see people change that, every 2 seconds. That's not supposed to be the case. You're supposed to keep it for 3 to 4 weeks to judge properly its impact on your performance, and then to make adjustments from there. Finally, target ROAS, same exact thing. Again, huge for ecom, and you set that after 30 conversions. You set around 10 to 20% lower than your 30-day average, and then you increase by 10 to 20% from there. If you want to scale, that's when you often remove your TROAS or decrease it, right? The lower your TROAS, the more the campaign is able to spend, right? Conversely, the higher it is, the less it's able to spend, because the campaign is making sure it gets you that target ROAS, right? Now, if you can't achieve this target ROAS that you've set, you want to go a bit lower, right? So with that being said, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.